What's up, YouTube peoples? Welcome back to another video where you get to see me talk about makeup. We're getting real in this makeup tutorial. These back to school makeup, tutorials that people are putting up, and to me personally, that is not something that's very realistic. So I wanted to do something that you would really do every single day, that if you're the type of person where you don't like to take a long time to do your makeup in the morning, do this. Look, 15 minutes set aside. If you're starting to first do this, set aside 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The more you do it, the quicker you can get it out. So if you want to see this makeup look, keep on watching, guys. Okay. Alright, so let's try. You know what? It's not the 5-minute makeup challenge, but let's try and do something. Let's try to make this quick a little bit. So even though I'm going to be cutting out some steps like in a normal makeup routine, always got to start with a primer. Always start with a primer and make sure it just makes things a lot smoother, a lot cleaner, and it also helps you so you can skip some steps. We're just going to go ahead and do that situation. All in your problem areas. Mine is everywhere, so just go ahead and put that all over the place. And I have clean hands. I already moisturized, by the way. In the morning when you wake up, if I have to tell you to wash your face and brush your teeth, that's a bad situation. Wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face. Always start with a clean face and your makeup will look so much better. If you put makeup on top of your dirty face, you can, I used to do this. I'm ashamed. I used to do this because I would be too lazy to wash my face in the mornings. But you can just tell the makeup sits differently on the face. So guys, clean face, moisturize, everything looks so much better. For back to school makeup, or at least, well, it's kind of hard to be like, oh, this is what I used to do, because I didn't really wear makeup in high school. I didn't start wearing makeup until like the very end of my senior year. So when I did wear makeup, I only did like my eyebrows a little bit and mascara and maybe like some chapstick. But for you college students out there, what I do now, it's just thin layers of makeup, honestly, and that's what lasts the longest. If you do thin layers of makeup, if you do like really thick layers throughout the day, it'll start to break up. It'll start to break up on your nose if you're oily, because I'm very oily. It'll break up on your nose, on your cheeks, and on your forehead. And I've gotten to the point where it breaks up so much that I literally have to take it off. I have to go or like do this situation to try to smooth it out, because it can get really bad. So thin layers, guys. Thin, very thin. So I'm using the since again I'm oily, I like to use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I think it looks really nice. Honestly, a thin layer, yeah, don't make me keep saying it, because a thin layer is all you need. I know it looks like a lot, but I swear from the amounts that I usually put on like a regular day, this is nothing. Okay, and then tap tap tap. And this step, everything else, it will be pretty fast. I would say if you're gonna spend the most time on anything, spend it on your foundation, because this is what's gonna, if you don't do it right, this is what's gonna start looking really bad throughout the entire day. Especially if you're wearing this to school. If you're in high school, you're gonna be there for 8 hours, so you kind of want it to last, so do this, work on this step the most, and blend it down your neck. Okay, just putting that out there, blend it down your neck, because for some reason I'll still be seeing people walking out there with the line of foundation and their neck is a different color than their face. And I'm like, girl, it is 2018, we got YouTube tutorials and everything, and y'all still not blending it down the neck. Lord Jesus, pray for people, because oh my god. And honestly, for school, I don't care for my face to look like a porcelain doll. It doesn't need to be perfect. Of course, if that's your preference, do what you gotta do. Just work in thin layers. Do one layer thin, do another thin layer if you want to keep adding coverage. But for me, for the most part, I don't mind. It's whatever, whatever. Now concealer, Maybelline Age Rewind. I'm sure I've used it in the other 3 videos. Try not to go too bright with the under eye, especially because when you're trying to work quickly in the morning, if you have a really bright under eye, it's going to take you a lot longer to try to blend it out and, you know, do the whole situation. So try and do like maybe a shade or 2 lighter than your foundation instead of like 3 to 4 shades lighter. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? And I don't do the whole, just real quick, a little here, a little here, little on the eyes, boom boom, little here, and a little here. I try to put it in the areas where I tend to get the most oily and where the makeup tends to kind of break up a little bit more, just because concealer, for some reason, it just has a different consistency and it does something different than foundation, and it doesn't break up as much if you have a good concealer. If you got a bad concealer, I don't know what to tell you. Buy a new one. Alright, well, if it ain't working, you gotta try something else. Theoretically, this takes me about 15 minutes. And of course it was the highest one that fell. And the reason why I know that it takes about 15 minutes is because this is the makeup that I used to do for work every morning, until I realized it's not worth it and I'm wasting my money. My friends at work would always be like, oh my god, you spend, like, how long does it take you to do your makeup? Why do you do your makeup for work? I'm like, because it only takes me like 15 minutes. And the more that you do this, you know, the better that you get at this whole routine, because it'll start to become a routine. The quicker you can do it, the quicker you'll bust everything out. And of course, a little powder. Can't go without powder. You know what I mean? This is a Too Faced, I think, with a peach powder. Make sure there's no creases. Dab, dab, dab. Whoa, got that in my eye. Oh, I'm a little blind. And it tastes like peach. Now, during times when you are in a rush, pick products that you're used to, that you know how they work. Don't try and be like, oh, I got a new bronzer. No, because if you don't like it and then you mess up and then you gotta take it off and do no. Just use something that you know. Me, I like the Hoola bronzer. I want to try and get into like warmer bronzers, but now that it's winter time, I think I'm a little too late. But are you guys excited for fall? I'm excited for fall. Oh my god. Fall makeup is just, it makes me so happy inside. You know what I mean? Like just dark lips, or like a nice maroon dark eye looks, oh my god, just makes me feel some type of way. I don't contour too much, but you know, you gotta snatch the face just a little bit, So this has been an interesting time on YouTube, guys, right? My cousin's over here like drama central, you guys. I don't have any sides.
Yeah, you did.
I know, I have a little bit of sides. I think I'm on the same page with everybody else, you know, that kind of situation. And then just a little blush. I like to do more of a like orangey, like apricot, terracotta kind of colors for blush, because I think they just make you look younger, like you look more fresh, more like, you know. And put a little on the nose too. I remember the trend where people weren't wearing blush, but I feel like that was more for people who had color to their skin, who had a little more, you know. If I didn't put blush on because I'm so pale, oh my god, I would look like I was like, you know, dead. I always put a little extra so that way I can go in and do this situation, because I don't like it when you can see where your bronzer and your blush, like if there's a separation there. So I like to kind of, excuse me, I like to kind of mix it all in together. During the day, I like to keep like a little just a little makeup bag with a powder. I have like, you can buy these like little mini Hoola bronzers, and it comes with like a little mini brush too. I like to keep this and the blush that I'm using, because once you powder on your face, you're gonna kind of lose all of that, you know, all of the color. So just, you know, add a little bit back. At lunchtime, go into the bathroom, blot off the oil with those toilet seat covers if you don't have your own, and just, you know, freshen up a little bit. my favorite highlighter. Go ahead and the Anastasia one, or the Amizi Anastasia, whatever it's called, that one. Little highlighter. I'm not gonna wet it because I don't want it that intense. I'm not trying to, you know, blind people right now, because it's such a natural look that if you have like a real intense blinding highlight, you're like, oh my god, what's going on there? You guys, you know what I mean? But if you like it, you know, go ahead, do it. Whatever, you know, if it's your thing. It's my thing, but I'm gonna try not to. And if you have texture on your face, try to avoid, unless you don't care, because I don't care. I have like stuff going on over here at the moment. But if you do care and you don't want to accentuate it, especially if you have it in the area where you put highlight, don't put highlight. Try to skip it, you know, because it's gonna accentuate any type of bump, any type of divot, anything in your skin that's not like as smooth as the rest of your face. It's gonna pick it up and you're gonna see it for sure. Put it on the lip, low down the nose, a little in the corner of the eye. Make sure that your brush is clean, because I've had moments where I picked up a brush and I started putting, you know, the whatever color it was, and there was like, you know, a purple or a black on the brush, and it just ruined the whole situation. You feel me? So just with the bronzer that you use, just dust some color in there. Not too much, but just a little bit under the eye. And that's it. And then the face is pretty much done. So I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in. Okay, so we are back. Brows, lashes. Not too sure how my brows are looking, to be honest. Kind of did them in the dark. Sorry. So if they're really off, I apologize. And if they're really dark, I also apologize. So for lipstick, I like to keep it kind of simple, especially during the day, because I'm not gonna have time to reapply my, you know, liquid lipstick gets crusty, because, you know, liquid lipsticks be getting crusty sometimes. You know, I like to either do a gloss or my go-to, what I do every single day, these two little nuggets. This is the Studded Kiss lipstick from Kat Von D in Cathedral. All right. Little chapstick on. Pick whatever chapstick you like, you know. I like this one. It smells like coconut. Real nice. Kind of moisturize the lips a little bit. And then what I do is I get this lipstick. It's beat up. I've had it for past the expiration date, but you know what? It's my favorite one, and I'm gonna keep using it until it's a real small nub. That's just how I feel. And I do this. I just dab. Because for some reason my lips are really weird, and like it's colored, like the outside of my lips have a color, but on the inside it turns pale. So I try to darken it up a little, you feel me? Sometimes I create lines with this situation, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I want it to look like, you know, this is the color on my lips. I woke up like this, you know, in that situation. I get my finger and I run along the edges of my lips just to make sure that there's no like obvious line. And yeah, that's it. I don't know how long this video is gonna be. Hopefully it's a pretty short video, because it should only take you like 15 minutes. Okay, I promise. This whole situation real quick. Once you know, if you're doing this every single day, trust me, you could probably do this routine in 5 minutes, and you would amaze everybody with your quick makeup skills. But yeah, this would be my everyday, what did I say this was called? Realistic back to school makeup. Because some of these back to school makeup videos I've been seeing, I'm like, we are not gonna go to school with a beat face. I mean, some girls do. If you want to wake up an hour, which I used to for work and for school, I used to wake up like an hour and a half to, you know, beat my face. But then I was just kind of like, well, what is you doing? You know, that type of situation. But I stopped doing it, and then I replaced it with this look. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Should I,
Peace.
peace out. Gang gang.